Welcome to the BTSAI Membership and Event Registration Guide. When you follow the link on Facebook or in your email, you'll be taken to this page for initial registration. Click on the Register Now button. In the email address box, type in your club's email address. Then press Continue. Please note this is the address for all contact with your club and the only one we need you to provide on these forms. The first time you do this, you are registering the main contact for your club. Please don't register anybody else yet. Type in the first and last names of the club contact, making sure you use correct capitalization, otherwise your forms will be rejected. Here are some examples of correct and incorrect capitalization. The date of birth field is required for all athletes. All non-athletes just put in today's date, otherwise you won't be able to proceed. Remember, I only need a valid date of birth for athletes. An ID photograph is required for all registrants. This must be your front-facing, cropped photo, clearly showing the individual's unobscured face. Any photo other than the individual will be rejected. Click on Browse to upload the photo file for this individual from your computer. You may also be asked to then click on Upload. Here we have some examples of good photos. These are of the head and shoulders only. They are front facing, they have a tidy appearance, and they have an appropriate distance from the camera and are cropped. And here are some unacceptable photos that will be rejected. They are uncropped, they are too far from the camera, they have an untidy appearance, and they are non-front facing. If you are not presented with the pop-up window to select the photos from your computer when you click on Browse, please check if the pop-up blocker on your browser has been disabled. You can also hold down the Control key on your keyboard while clicking on Browse. This should then present the pop-up window to select the photos from your computer. When you have uploaded, click on Continue. Please select the event you're registering for. All open events will be displayed on this page, so depending on the date, these will vary. If this is your first time this membership year to use these forms, you will start by clicking on the membership application box. The page will then open up and you will be presented with registration details. If this is the club contact you are registering, please select Club Registration from the drop-down menu entitled Position that appears. You must complete club registration before registering any individuals other than the club contacts. If a discount box shows, this is only applicable to coaches who are also athletes, otherwise you can ignore it. All fields on this page are required. Please complete them all according to the choices which are shown dependent on your club renewing or being a new application. Renewals are for all clubs who are currently registered with us. Any previously registered clubs who have lapsed in their membership will need to complete a new application again. Following sections are items for promotion and insurance details. They are not required but are useful for the running of the association. These can be applied. The same rules apply here as do for uploading of the ID photo. To begin adding another individual to your club, click on Add Another Person. or click Continue to proceed to the final page and submit your application. You can return at a later stage to complete it. If this is the first time you have registered with us this year, you will need to create a password for your club's online database. Ensure your password is a memorable phrase and meets the criteria from this box. Then click Continue to proceed to the next page. If you are presented with this page after creating your password, please re-enter your club contact email address. Remember, this is the only email address needed. You will be presented with the personal info page again, just as you were when registering the club contact. Now you can begin to register individuals within your club, such as the athletes and coaches. The club email address should already be completed here and match the one from the first registration. If you are asked to provide an email address, please only use the same club email address as used for your club contact. Complete all the fields, remembering the rules for capitalizing the names correctly and using the correct date of birth for athletes. The password field should remain completed. If not, please type in the password you created on the previous page. Then press Continue. You will now recognize this page. You will be asked to complete the same form as before for the individual you are now registering. Please ignore this drop-down box. Select the event you are registering for. In this case, it is a membership application. You will tick the box. Select the position that appears for the individual and complete the appropriate fields, such as the grade achieved for selecting an athlete as demonstrated here. Click on Add another person or continue as appropriate. Should you add another person, you will follow the same process. When you are finished registering, click on Continue to proceed. For all non-athlete registrants, you will need to confirm if they have been Garda vetted through BTSAI. All non-athletes over 18 are required to be Garda vetted, and by selecting No, your details will be passed on to the Child Protection Officer to begin the process. When you have finished your registrations and click Continue, you will be brought to the checkout page here. You can see our club contact, athlete and coach that we are registering. These will be named correctly on your page. You can make changes or remove them here by clicking on the appropriate button. This table shows you the breakdown of your fees. In this case, our fees are applicable for one coach and one athlete, totaling €35. Ensure this box is ticked. Select the payment option. It is expected that PayPal will be an option before closing date of registrations. Remember, PayPal may come with an additional fee, which is the responsibility of the club to pay for. Complete the payment information and click on Finish. Allow time for this to process, only clicking on it once, and do not hit refresh. You will then be taken to the confirmation page. And that's it, you're now registered. For more information or for assistance, I can be contacted by email. Other information is also available on the Association's Facebook page.